Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's
Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger, or the strength to be...
He's having a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Fofana, and it's James. Fernandez, Chalobah, Gusto, more and more pressure on the ball here, and Caicedo, Cucurella, Bruno Fernandes, foot in. He's under a lot of pressure there. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Menu. He's in a great... tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Caicedo. James. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Looks to the other side. Garnacho pinches it off him. And that pass isn't the best. And it's Palmer. James. Great vision. Caicedo. James. And Fofana. James. Palmer.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Yoro. He's got away. Casemiro. And it's Dallo. Yoro. Fernandez. He's had it taken off him. Ahmad. Joao Pedro. Now it's Garnacho. And here's Fernandez. Fernandez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has ended up in no man's land. Ahmad. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes. James. And Caicedo. Into the channel. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. And it's James. Probing pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. James. Caicedo. And he welcomes it in. And that has been clubbed away. Casemiro. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gusto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Palmer.
Oh, great feat that.
He's had a shot! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 42 minutes.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely spread. Ahmad. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Diogo Dalot. Oh, shooting chance! Chalobah. Fernandes. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good ball! Chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. Well read, and the danger is averted. And there is the half-time. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Gusto proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cucurella. Chalobah. And Fofana. Fernandes. Caicedo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, James, Fofana, and it's James, and Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? Bruno Fernandes, and a chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Manchester United take the lead. And it's Palmer. Gusto. Palmer.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. In with the challenge. Has a look and plays it forward.
That's good play from him. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Gusto. Palmer. And it's Gusto. Oh, that's fabulous. Menu does well to get it back. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Reece James. Coming on the field is number 45.
Casemiro. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it through. Garnacho. And that's gone loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Takes a shot! And again! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 49, Garnacho. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. For Palmer. Played out wide. Palmer. Just about up to 75 minutes. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Malacia. Yoro. Casemiro. Mazraoui. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Caicedo. And it's Gusto. Menu charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's João Pedro, distributed tidily. Yoro. Mazraoui. Pedro Neto simply refused to be outdone there. To Bruno Fernandes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. He can get that clear. Good ball, good take. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's wonderful
There will be
alertness.
3 minutes added time.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's picked it up out wide. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. He's on it. Can he get away? Matheus Cunha. Shot a goal! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very...
And that's it.